Alright, what is going on, guys? So, today I'm bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, like I enjoy to do oh so very much. And today I'm going up against Neal, who is a fellow YouTuber, and I will link his Twitter account in the description below because he's a very chill guy. And I also really enjoy his taste in Pokemon because he's using my Clawitz, or not really mine, but it's one of my favorite Pokemon now that I've started using the GBA doubles. Real quick before this video gets started, if you could, make sure you leave a like and a comment down below. And I'm actually going to start doing a question of the day. Now, for today, the question of the day will be, what is your favorite 6th gen Pokemon and why? I want to get to know you guys a little bit more, and I want to be able to like communicate with you a little bit more, and I feel like that would be the best way to do so. Now, if you can take a look at my team, you can see that I'm bringing everything. I'm bringing the Persian, I'm bringing the Cacturn, the Granbull, and he's bringing the Darmanitan, which I'm terrified of. Raticate, because I don't know what the heck it does, and Clawitzer, obviously, I'm going to be terrified of because Clawitzer is a terrifying Pokemon. So with that being said, I'm going to press play, and we're going to get this battle underway. Now, first turn, I had no idea what to expect, like, at all. I didn't know what would happen, but I always like to lead off with my Granbull, just because it's so bulky, it can take a hit and then deal a really hard hit right back. So right away, I just like to lead off with it, and it gets the Intimidate, so that's always nice. He's going to switch out right away because I think that thing gets Guts, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I think Raticates get Guts, but I'm not sure. I just want to go for a Play Rough because nothing on his team would have been immune to it, so it was kind of like the safest play compared to like Close Combat that wouldn't really have been very effective against like certain things. I don't know. Actually, no. Maybe Close Combat would have been better. Oh well, don't really care anymore. And then I switch right onto my Call for Gregas just because I don't know what these Pokemon do. And he goes for a Crunch, and I'm like, oh, geez, how am I supposed to like expect a Crunch from a freaking Rhydon? Like, that's just not normal, ladies and gentlemen. Rhydons, no. But thank goodness I have the Mummy, I have the Rocky Helmet. Now right here, I could have stayed in, but I didn't want to for a couple reasons. In case he got a crit, my Call for Gregas would have been down and out, and I need that thing for later. Like, I mean, I need it badly. And I kind of go into my Granbull on a mistake because I thought that the Intimidate would go through the sub, but it didn't go through the sub, and it kind of upset me. And he goes for a Crunch, which is not very effective, and it's unstabs. It only did about 20 HP, which I always enjoy. It's getting very little amounts of HP taken away at once. So, his substitute gets faded with the Earthquake, and he misses the Stone Edge, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you run Rock Slide over Stone Edge, because Rock Slide is more accurate. I just keep on going for Earthquake because I am the Choice Banded Granbull, like I enjoy running oh so much. And he goes into his Raticate. Now, I don't know what these things do. Like, it scared me the entire game. I had no freaking idea. So I go to my Call for Gregas, and the reason why is because I was expecting a Super Fang. Because, like, from playing Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green, that's the only thing that I remember these things running is Super Fang. And because he has more HP than me, I was like, why not just get a little bit more back, so I'll just go for a Pain Split. And then after that, see he's holding the Flame Orb, and then I'm like, yep, he has Guts. Like, there's no doubt about it. In my mind, just take back Eradicate. And then he sends in his Remus, who is his Umbreon. And I don't know, I feel like I could have done so much better at this point in time in the battle, but I didn't, and he gets to set up a curse on me, which is really scary. But at least I know for a fact that I can take like any one hit that this thing deals out, just because it's an Umbreon. It's not really that attacky, it's more bulky. Now, I kind of forgot that he gets Synchronized. I don't know why I forgot that. It slipped my mind completely. And, so now he's going to have the, like, residual toxic damage, but as am I, and I don't really have anything I can do to him because I only have Knockoff and Hex for my 2 attacking moves on this thing. So it's really sad. But he goes for a Payback, and that did more damage than I expected, and now he loses his Synchronize. After he synchronizes the poison onto me, so it was really upsetting. But at least he gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet. And I'm kind of like just giving up with my Call for Gregas right here because there's nothing I can do. Like, there's absolutely not a single thing in the entire universe that I can do. So I'm going to get the Toxic damage, the hex went off, and then he withdraws, and I'm like, son of a tit. He goes to his Eradicate, and like I can't even hit this thing with a hex, but thank goodness I switched out the same turn. I don't know why I did. I was kind of just BSing this entire battle right about now, and I go back into my Granbull, because Granbull is the superior Pokemon on my team, aside from Persian. I think, wow, what would a Granbull Persian baby look like? Wow, that would be so cool to think about. So, he goes for a Facade, which honestly, that's a really good move to have on Eradicate with Flame Orb. I never even thought of that. But thank goodness this thing is not very tanky, and just like, it takes it out in one hit with a Play Rough. Now he goes into his Knuckles, who, I don't understand why he went for a U-turn. I think he thought that a U-turn would kill me, but Granbull is really freaking bulky. Like, things do not take out Granbull easily, and I'm Choice Banded into Play Rough, so I just keep on going for Play Rough, and then thank goodness he just sent out the wrong Pokemon. So that was kind of a happy misplay on my part. So he goes back into his Knuckles, and here I'm like, he's going to go for a Fire-type move. I can feel it, so I'm going to go into my Milotic, because I do not want my Granbull to die. At this rate, I thought I could 6-0 him, but then I started thinking, I was like, no, I can't. I have no way to switch into something safely against this thing. It just needs to die somehow that I don't know. The Flare Blitz did a lot more than I expected, and then I realized that I grabbed my wrong Milotic. I grabbed my specially defensive and not my physically defensive. And then I realized that I had two physically defensive Pokemon, and then it was just a bad day to be had, ladies and gentlemen. But it is whatever. So, my Milotic does go down, and I switch into my Cacturn. Now, some of you will probably be like, what? Kelly, why would you switch into a Grass type and a Fire type? And then I'm like, obviously, you don't know how Cacturn works, because Cacturn is the best. So on the switch in, I go for a Swords Dance. And then, again, I go for a Swords Dance. So I think it does +2 every time, so I'm at +4 with my Cacturn. Like, if any of you know how strong a Cacturn is with a Sucker Punch at +1 or +2, imagine it at like +3 or 4, and that's what I'm at right now, and it's amazing. And I just go for Sucker Punches, and then that takes out his Clawitzer in one hit. That's why I love running Cacturn in UU tiers, just because it's really good just to have a stab priority move like this. And I'm just going to keep on running Sucker Punches all freaking day. And at this point in time, he messaged me on Twitter, and he was like, GG, man, it was a good battle. And I'm like, yep. But and then this thing comes in, and I misclicked. I did not go for Sucker Punch. I went for Seed Bomb, and that totally could have lost me the battle, but it was really upsetting, because I was like, no, my +4 Cacturn, and yeah, basically I was really sad. And then I've never seen a Life Orb to Miss Magius either. I switched in my Granbull for really no reason whatsoever. I don't know why I did it. There was like, there was kind of like this minute and a half of where I'm just like, I'm so pissed off, just send anything in that I want, I don't care anymore. And then I realized, oh, wait, I could actually win this. So I go into my Persian, because my Persian is one of my favorite Pokemon that I like to use in UU tiers along with Cacturn, because of the Technician special Nasty Plot moveset. It's very, very good. So I go for the Nasty Plot first turn, because I know I can live any one hit. And then I'm like, let's just go for a Water Pulse, since a Swift doesn't affect it, and watch this thing die in one... What? It didn't die. It didn't die. But thank goodness that this thing is Life Orbed too. So that means whenever he goes for the Thunderbolt and he knocks out my Persian, he'll be knocking out his Miss Magius in the exact same turn. And I believe I won a 2-0 victory. I had my Cofagrigus and my Medicham left. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this battle. Make sure you answer the question of the day in the comment section below. Make sure that you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!